Okay. Well, hey guys, it's August and CDC Stampers are meeting. I know it's back to school and there's a lot going on, and I know with the holiday catalog coming, Susan and I met the last couple of weeks, and I think the week that the catalog came out, her and I were both a little breathless, like trying to figure out how to get our orders in, how to get what we need, how to plan for the fall, how to, do all the things we needed to do. And I think when we met today, we both felt really calm, and we had like, okay, we have our ducks in a row. Like, we know what we're doing. It's taken us a couple weeks. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, I know someone posted in Southern Sweet Stampers today about feeling overwhelmed and behind. And I would highly encourage each and every one of us to go and read the comments. I'm very proud of our team members, Glenda and Terry and Jill, for chiming in with some really good advice. And I know that Glenda and Terry and Jill have all been in places of overwhelm, both personally and in Stampin' Up! Land. And the advice that you guys gave was amazing. And I'm really proud of my team for that advice. So that was a very, very happy den mom moment, where I was like, yeah, that's my team. And I think that, we talk about taking one bite of the apple, right? Just do one thing. Can you do one thing on the list? Okay, great. Now that you've done that one thing, what's the next one thing you can do? Because that's what we have to do, right? We just have to put one foot in front of the other. And I did love the advice about when you're super feeling overwhelmed, like maybe just stepping away from it all and making something is helpful. And I thought that was really great, because that's why we got into this in the first place. Um, and I'll show you guys my Halloween card at the end of tonight, because that was like, I had something in my head and I was like, I am going to make this card. So super excited about that. So, I appreciate you guys chiming in. This month I've got 5 months of challenges. If you want to write them down now, you can, because I have them all planned out. I even made the graphics for them. And you might be able to participate in some, but not others, and that's okay. I'm going to do a little drawing on each month. I'll draw a winner. Um, and and so this month is craft fairs. So if you have a craft fair scheduled, or you want to get into a craft fair, or you want to do something like that, you can also do it with a friend, which is fun, and that might be manageable. I know Crystal and Jill do one together. I know that I'm looking at a new location in Buda to see if maybe going down there would be interesting. So like, Pat, if you wanted to like partner with me maybe and go down there, we could go check it out. It's at a place that's like it's a house on the main street, and they do little pop-up vendor things, and it looks really sweet and not very threatening. So yeah, for that. So I think, you can partner with somebody. But I have a post up. Just comment down below the post and tell us what you're doing, where, when, how. This is the month to book them, because people are doing them in September, October, November. There will be a few in December. I find that December is like your last minute gift moment, right? And December could be like stocking stuffer moments. So little things are good as you get closer and closer to Christmas. Um, by then, most people aren't buying cards, although last year at my one that was right before Christmas, I sold a bunch of birthday cards for people for the next year. So that was really weird. And someone buy me out a birthday cards. So there are people who work ahead and plan ahead, and so they were on top of it. But so August is craft fairs. September is, and I'm gonna look at my notes, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget, and then I would be very sad. So September is, to stamp with someone. So find someone to stamp with other than yourself and take a picture and share it. October is to share on your personal Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So Jill did a really good job of this today. If you're friends with Jill on Facebook, and if you're not, go find her. But she did a great job today of sharing on her personal Facebook page. And I thought that was really great. Veronica did a good job on her personal Facebook page today too. She just took a picture of a card she made. She was like, "Ooh, that one was tough." She's like, "But I did it," and she hardly ever admits it's tough. So I thought that was really good. It was a scene builder and it looked terrible. I would probably never make that card, but so that will be October. November is a gratitude challenge, and that one everybody can participate in. You're just gonna comment something you're grateful on that day. And then if you come back another day, then you can comment on something else. And we're gonna see how long we can make that one. And then December is sending holiday cards. So you'll just count up the number of holiday cards you send and you'll report back and tell us how many holiday cards you sent or gave out. That still counts if you give them out in the neighborhood or whatever. So yeah, Terry.
Did you not put out a challenge for um a random acts of kindness?
I did not do a rack challenge. I thought about doing it because Candy hasn't done it lately. I wanted to
Um,
check in with Candy and see if she's gonna do it. I had talked about it. Let me touch base with her and see if she's gonna do it.
I thought
Um,
you had, but I didn't see it posted, so I stopped in the middle of what I was doing, and I was kind of hoping you would. I mean, but that's selfish because I've already started. But that project can be put on hold. I got a million things to do. But let me know if you would post it if you guys decide to do it.
yeah, I'll definitely post it and I'll talk to her about it and see because sometimes she's done it in October and sometimes she hasn't. It's kind of been
Yes,
like
I don't think she's done it for a couple of years, 3 years
I,
now.
I know. But I'll mention it and maybe that'll give her a good idea and maybe she'll do it. So
Thank you.
I would appreciate that challenge too. So today, I wanted to show you guys a couple things. So I asked Lisa to talk today. She's not here. That's okay because I have photos and I think I can talk through it. And then the other thing I wanted to read to you guys, actually, and I'll show it to you too. I just have to get to the right screen, is an email I got today that was a really good email. And I thought it had some really good nuggets in it. So I'm going to show you that. Um, so a couple other things just in Stampin' Up! Land. The new customer center is up. I know Jill had some issues getting it to function. And there's like a spinning wheel, and I don't think it's perfect yet for sure. If you're having issues, report them. Just send an email to DS and say like, "Hey, when I click on X, it does the spinning wheel of death or whatever." I know they're still working on it. The old customer manager is not going anywhere right now. We have at least 6 months until they decide to go forward. And then another 6 months, they're going to leave up the old one once they go over to the new system. So they're slowly getting us there. Today on Demonstrator Planning Place, Brian Pilling, Corey Hancock, and a guy from IT who looks like a bouncer, no kidding, did a video. You have to go watch this video. It's hilarious. The IT guy is standing there like this in the background, like, and he's got this and he's just standing with his arms crossed and he's like, and like everyone's like, is he your bouncer? What's happening? Like, is he security? Are you receiving threats? Is everything okay? It was hilarious. They did a live video There's also a video and a PDF if you missed it, and I did because I honestly have just been in the weeds on weekly update. August 6th was the weekly update where there's a video and a PDF that talks about the new customer center. But I liked the video that Brian and Corey did on demonstrator planning place because they answered some questions. So for instance, they've brought in 7 years of data. So if you're trying to look up a customer who placed an online order with you over 7 years ago, it's not there. Okay, I'm okay with that, right? Like that feels like 7 years is a lot of time, and I think they picked that number because probably demonstrators were like, all right, that's good enough. And then right now, the only other customer that won't be in there is a customer that you placed an order for that never had an online account. Or if they called in an order and they never had an online account. Um, those are rare, few and far between, I think. But there's a way that you can send customers, like if you look through the list and you just compare it to your customer manager, your old school customer manager, you can send them an invite and say, hey, sign up for a customer account. And then they'll just like make a password and sign up for a customer account. That's it. They don't have to place an order or do anything. There are some really cool features in the customer card that you can add notes for people, how you met them, what they like. So there's some nice features in there. One of the other things is that you can hide a customer, which I really like, because I have a couple customers who passed away and they can't get rid of those accounts. But I don't want to see them on my reports anymore. Like it makes me sad and I want to send them a catalog and I can't. So there's a couple features in there that are kind of new and improved from what we had before. I know I wish I could send Nora a catalog, but I can't. So, and there's also customers who maybe, aren't going to place orders with you anymore. The other cool thing is it shows you if they're a demonstrator, which is really interesting to me and maybe a few others that get a lot of demonstrator customers. I know that's not everybody's case, but I've always wondered, like, I wonder if she's a demonstrator. I have this woman who orders for me in Pennsylvania. I have no idea. So I could look her up, I guess, but now the system would tell me. Not that I'm not going to do the same things for her, but there could be something that you orient more towards customers versus demonstrators. So yeah, so I liked Brian and Corey's video. It was pretty quick. I caught the last bit of it, but I would say maybe 20 minutes or so. And then this customer video is like 20 minutes. I am watching this customer center video, the one that's on the updates. I'm watching it in like 1.25 speed just because it's very rehearsed. So it's very like slow. So I just like to speed that up a little bit. But we have lots of time for this. And I think that's what's really important to understand is we have time to understand how it works. They have time to figure out if it works, how it works, if there's stuff they need to fix. And then the other thing that Corey said that I heard was like in future iterations, we're going to be able to do A, B, and C, like they've already got a plan for how not only is this new and improved and better, but there's even more improvements that they're going to make. And I love hearing that because I love them, already, planning for the future, which is great. So questions about the new customer center.
Maybe, when I probably need to call demonstrator support, but maybe and I'll save a trip. I put an order in and I've received it, but when I'm looking at the order, I know that this pack of paper costs $10, and it's saying that it was only $9.47. But I know that my 20% discount is 8. But I don't know why they put the numbers on there that it wasn't a $10 pack. They put a whole different number on there. Is that how you look
That
at
is,
your
yeah, I'm looking at one of mine. Like I, placed an order today and
that was a
everything.
pre-order. It was a pre-order.
Okay. I can go look at the pre-order too. Everything, all my orders are showing like a wholesale price. So I don't know. I would ask. That's
Yeah, I will
weird.
ask them. Yeah, it was on my thing to do and I took a nap instead.
Yeah, you can send them an email too, you know. Sometimes when I don't need an immediate answer, sending them an email is perfectly fine. But I am getting the weird spinning wheel on a lot of order history stuff. So that's something I'm gonna have to send them an email on because I'm
I'm
able to
getting that too. Yeah.
I'm
It took
able
a
to
day and a half. Yeah, it took a day and a half to get it open.
yeah, I'm definitely getting the wheel of death quite a few times. So
The wheel of death.
um
I like that, the wheel of death. Just
yeah,
how it felt.
no fun. Okay, good. Yeah, Patsy.
I had the hostess for one of my workshops, and she was trying to put her order in and to put the hostess code in, and it would not let her. She said she looked all over. She couldn't find anywhere to put the hostess code in. So I said, okay. So I just had her send me all of her information, and I put it in because I had the class up there. But
Was
that was
she
very unusual.
was she the actual hostess?
Yes,
She can't do that.
it's because she was a hostess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you're the hostess and you're trying to close out a hostess party, you
Yeah,
have to place that.
thank you. Because I had her send everything, and so
Yeah.
then I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah. You have to do that.
Okay. I didn't have an answer for her. I just said, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
So she said, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Usually the easiest thing to do.
Hi,
So.
Patsy. Hi.
And I think that, I mean, it sounds like the plan is for the total platform unification to be in March of 2025. So that was kind of reiterated by Brian today. That seems to be the feel of like when we're going to lose the hostess benefits, and when we're going to transition over to this new system. And that's why having every customer have an online account is really important because then they're going to start accruing their own rewards, right? When that happens. So that's really an important feature of that. And that's why we want to make sure that they all have their own online account. Good. Okay. So a couple other things. Most likely I'll be doing packets next month for candy. If you have money in the incentive tracker to use on that, I would highly recommend you do that. We had two people to celebrate last month. Sarah and Kathleen had over 500. Woo-hoo. So where's my clapper? Clapper, clapper. So congratulations to both of them for having that last month. I know July was tough. It seems like August is everybody's excited about the holiday catalog. So I think that we're doing better. And I think we're, for me, kind of setting myself up for success for the rest of the fall. Like I've kind of got all my, ducks in a row. It could mean that my, September, October, November sales are less, but that's okay. Um, and then let's see what else. Oh, and then what Lisa was going to talk about. So let me share my screen. So I know that Lisa learned from the best from Terry, but I wanted to show because we've seen Terry's setup before for craft fairs, but I wanted to show what Lisa does for our craft fairs.
And it's amazing.
She does a great job. So, she does a pretty clean display. I think it's really organized. She's got this like stair-stepped piece, and I was going to ask her where she had gotten this from, but I think this is a really cute way to display 3D items. And everything's white. So she has that. And this is kind of what it looks like from far away. So she's got these little white boxes that she's got her cards in. And I know Terry has those too. And I think y'all get those at like Michael's or something, right?
Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but you
Yeah.
should try to be consistent because the lids are different.
Oh, good times. And then she's got this crazy rack that I wish I had, and I think that this was like a one-off type thing, like her husband made it, or I don't remember what the story was behind the rack, but it is really cool. It has like a dowel with these like curtain rod holders. They're like curtain holders and they have little clippies. And then she's got her cards kind of clipped to them. So people can kind of like thumb through them, which is kind of cool. So I think it adds a lot of visual interest. I'm not saying that you have to go out and get this. The reason I wanted to show her display is she's very consistent, but I do like the stair stepped for the 3D items. Like I think it kind of puts it at a height that you can see it. And I think it's just very clean and not super complicated. The black tablecloths are nice. And again, like, it's visually appealing. You can see the little sets of cards and, it's easy to see what you're getting. I do think this is cute, having a little like love notes up top and then kind of having like the bigger, fuller cards down below. And there she is. That was actually the set of cards she donated for that auction. I remember, for the charity. So that was really amazing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's I think there's 50 there, and then there's 10 in the box, in a little box next to it. And I
Yeah.
will let me add to that. I do know a little history on it. The frame is from a discarded frame. And I think it was hers, but you can pick them up at the garage sale for pennies. She spray painted it white, and then she added 3 dowels, and then she just has like aluminum stainless steel L brackets her husband put on the back. And the dowels, I believe, are permanent, but or maybe you can, I don't remember if you can take them out or not, but she did put on the hooks, and the hooks were inexpensive. She got them on Amazon. They're just little clippy hooks that don't damage the cards. They're curtain rings is what they are. And it's just an amazing, she did it all in white, and white shows your cards so well. The little step thing, I believe she got that at I think she got that in Florida. A bunch of crafters came together and they were selling their stuff. So it was almost like a swap by meet, and I think that's where she picked that up. It's a beautiful piece, and I will say, in real life, her stuff looks 10 times cuter, when it's displayed like that. And I love her work anyway. She's a step above.
Yeah. She does a great
Does a
job.
great job.
And I think the other key thing, I mean, she's got a cute little sign.
Yes.
And she's got all her prices displayed pretty easily. She's got her little Venmo QR code right there. It's really important to have your prices displayed so that people don't have to ask you, how much is this? People don't want to talk to you. They really don't. I know it's shocking. But they would really like to just be able to know how much it is without having to ask you. Oh, that's my notes. You don't need my notes. So I just wanted to kind of show that and kind of just, give you guys a little bit of food for thought. I'm always looking to up my game on my table. And I have craft fairs where all I have is like a 4-foot table. I mean, it's like the tiniest table on the planet. Which is why I use the card spinner. That I think Patsy and I are gonna have to share a little bit because I think she's gonna need it. So maybe when you're here, you should just take it back because you have a fair in October, right? Yeah, October, the Holy Family one or whatever. Yeah. So you can also go in with a friend on some of these display items. And it is good to look at places that are shutting down. Like Facebook Marketplace is a great place to look for like cheap stuff like this. The baskets that I have my kits in, they were free. Somebody in the neighborhood was giving them away. I have no idea how much. I mean, we looked it up. I think Sarah looked it up. It was like $100 at like Home Depot or something. It was crazy, and I got it for free. So I'm not about spending a lot of money on this, but I do think that Lisa does a great job. And 3D items attract people to your table. Cards are great. But especially at the holidays, people are looking for little gifts for teachers, stocking stuffers, neighbor gifts, um, hostess gifts, so that's what a lot of people will be attracted to. And they'll come to your table because, I mean, those ladybugs are so cute, I mean, like, why wouldn't you come? Like, these stocking stuffery things are so adorable. And it's a sweet way for someone to, express that they're thinking about someone without spending gobs and gobs of money. So, and then you can reel them into cards and other things, but I thought they were super cute. So, I thank Lisa for sharing her photos with me and of course, always encouraging you guys to, to do craft fairs. All right, I'm going to read this little Monday mindset for you, and I'm going to show you the website. Let's see. All right, and then we're going to share some projects and do some door prizes. So this is from Kristen Boss, who I'm on her email list. If you want to be, you can look her up. Let's talk about the beast of social selling, showing up online and creating content. 3 thoughts for me. So this is an email she sends every morning. So she has 3 thoughts and she has 2 quotes and 1 question. So experiment more. Instead of posting with a goal of making sales, post with a goal of learning what works. Pay attention to what resonates, what gets engagement, what starts conversations, and what doesn't. Both are valuable. Don't be afraid to repeat yourself. People aren't paying as much attention as you think they are. They forget. Some people need to hear the same message 10 times. If you ever feel like you're repeating yourself, that's a good thing. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. What did you need to hear before you started using Stampin' Up, right? What were you skeptical about? What problems did you have that needed solving? Show your ideal customer that you get them, that you understand them. And then I love these 2 quotes. Maybe don't call it social media. Just be human and tell your story. And social media is about the people, not about your business. Provide for the people, and the people will provide for you. So I really liked these 2 quotes a lot. And I think that they really resonated with me in terms of, what we're doing. So, okay, let's share a project and do some door prizes. And let's see. All right. So I'm gonna spotlight me first because I'm gonna share first. I gotta show you guys this ghost. He's so cute. Spotlight. Okay. So here is my very cute little ghosty guy. So I made the background using the new sketch plaid stamp and added some purple and some green and then colored my guy in. He's so funny. So I had to have some purple Halloween card going on. So, all right, who else would like to share? Anybody?
Come on, Patsy.
Patsy's been busy. You coming? All right, let me see. Let me spotlight you, Patsy. All right, you're muted, but we're still spotlighting.
I got it. So this is one that I did for my class this last weekend.
That's pretty.
How pretty.
That is real pretty. I like it.
That's pretty.
The nature.
Spotlight on nature, yeah.
Yes, and then this is the other one.
Ooh. That's
Lovely.
pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Whoa. Okay.
Nice.
You never disappoint, Patsy.
No,
Thanks.
and then I saw Kathleen's card. She posted on the group, and it was had the turtles and everything. It was so cute.
Yeah, she liked it. She saw the turtles and started crying.
So sweet. It's really cute. And that's those word dies. Isn't that the just wanted to say or something?
Correct. Wanted
Yeah.
to say.
Yep. Yeah, I got those dies and I just haven't used them. And I'm like, okay, this is dumb. I was rifling through, I was actually pulling out some online exclusive drama and was like, oh yeah, I forgot I have those. And I've seen so many with that feel better soon one. And I was I need to do something with this. So but I love that happy birthday. It's such a fun way to add a sentiment that isn't a stamped sentiment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great card. You look pretty, by the way.
Thanks.
Look like
At
we're
her
going,
birthday party.
I was like, I know we're going to a garden party. That's what I was assuming. So, all right. Who else has something fun to show?
I do. I've been making welcome to the team cards because I haven't done it yet.
Huh.
And I reached back. I have this vintage set. It's everything's stamping up, but I use 2 steps. Stamping your way to the top, which are the words, and then the vintage set is the woman. It's like 25 years old. It's
So
old.
cute. I love
So
it.
welcome to the team. And then here's the other. And this is the old craft paper from about what, 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, that paper was cute though. That's
Remember
cute.
it?
Yeah.
Welcome to the team again, for our team. And then this one is Statement of the Heart stamp,
Oh
which they
yeah.
don't make anymore, which is sad.
Yeah.
Using that same all that same paper.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's time to make some welcome to the team stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's good to have that kind of in your back pocket too, right? To have a couple of those
Yeah.
ready to go. So that's awesome. Elena, you want to show us something
Yes.
for us?
I just have some more ducky things.
Oh, well, we always love the ducks. So, oh, they're just so cute.
Yeah, the ducks are a winner.
Yeah, and all that
Just
layering
like-
of DSP, it's really cute.
Thank you.
Did you
So
fussy
Elena,
cut?
Elena, did you reach out and create your own design this time?
This was my own.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. All of your own nice. Yes.
Did you fussy
Good
cut
girl.
that cat tail out?
I think there was a dye for it.
Oh, that's good. So cute.
Nice.
So cute.
Ducky.
I love this.
I have a father-in-law who likes fish, so we made him this birthday card for next month.
Oh, that's beautiful with that koi. Yeah.
Yep. I
Awesome.
made other themes with my new Yuletide village, but I'll show it later because you guys will see it later. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Keep it secret. Keep it secret.
secret.
Kathleen posted the turtle on C2C Stamper, so on our group page. So Miss Pat, do you have a sample or something to show?
I do, thank you. You know, we've been having babies in the neighborhood, and I've been having great grandbabies, and so I have made this card for the neighbor.
That's so glittery. It's so fun. Oh my.
So that was fun to do. And because she has a big sister who's about 2 years old now, I made a card for Big Sister.
Oh, that's
Because
such an
big
idea.
sisters or big brothers are so proud to have those little babies in their family.
And that's so sweet.
So that's
Pat,
what
I love your voice. I think you should do a video, a Facebook video. I think you would get some followers. I mean, you're just honest and sweet, and I think you got something different that's different from everybody else.
Well, it's called the aging voice.
Well, I don't care what you call it. I think it's a winner.
Well, thank you. That's a nice thing. I've never heard that before. So
Yeah,
thank
people
you.
are looking for somebody different. I mean, you definitely, well, yeah, you're aging, but so are we all. But we're all going to be there someday, hopefully by God's grace. But
That's
no,
good.
you got it's kind of like Susan Carlson, older. She's not with us any longer, but she had an older voice, and she made it happen. She had a lot of followers. So I'm just saying it's doable if you feel bold enough.
All
Pat,
right. Well,
Pat has
thank
a
you.
soothing presence. We appreciate her presence. I think others could benefit from it as well, Terry. It's a
Yeah.
good suggestion. Okay, so I think everybody's going to get a door prize. It's pretty much guaranteed. It's just kind of who gets what, right, is where we're at. So first Pixies. So I'm gonna fold up all my little tiny paper with my crazy process, and it's very helpful for me to do it on paper. I know I could do the wheel of names and all that jazz, but I don't really care. Okay, so we have 5 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5, and then I'm going to throw in some wild cards. So I have adhesive backed dots for days. And there's like a green up under here, like almost like a hunter green. I have rainbow backed adhesive, and I have 2 packs of that. I have some brush brass butterflies, and I have some iridescent faceted gems. And then I also have, if you haven't tried the ephemera pack in the annual catalog that has all the words, I do have like a half a pack of that, and it has all so it has both the small words and it has all the big die cut words. And so if that's something that like you might want to play with, I have that, and it's kind of neatly packed in this thing. And then if anybody needs a refill on their Post-it notes, I've got that as well. So here we go. Let's pull a name. The first person to select is Patsy Palmer,
The iridescent.
the iridescent.
Yes, please.
You got it. All right. The second person to flip.
Thank you.
Let's see. Terry.
Well, it's a hard one. I don't know if I think I went to brass butterflies, but the ephemera words are pulling my strings. I don't have brass butterflies. I'll go with that.
All right. Brass butterflies it is. Brass monkey. That funky monkey. Oh, sorry. Kathleen, my dear.
What were the first dots you showed? The ones
Those
that have the dark green hidden.
Yeah, adhesive back dots for days. And it's weird that you can't see the green.
I think I'll do
Okay.
those, please.
Yeah, they're pretty. I like the color mix is kind of, and I don't know, it's hard to describe them. They're like not translucent, but not like opaque. They're like milky.
Cool.
Yeah, I like them. So, okay, cool. Awesome. Next, Elena.
I'll take the words. Thank you.
The words, word. All right, and then Miss Pat, would you like a refill on your Post-it notes or the rainbow adhesive back dots?
How about the rainbow adhesive?
Yes, 10 colors in one package. We've never had 10 different colors of things in a package before.
Thank you.
I like those a lot, and I bought a lot of them apparently. And then I found some more. And that's kind of what happened with the bronze trim, if anybody remembers that era. I just kept finding more of it. I had copper trim for days. Okay, I will get these out. I'm gonna try to get them out tomorrow because Patsy and I, with Marianne, are headed to Santa Fe to go sell some of my mom's pottery that she acquired while there, and gonna spread her ashes and do all sorts of other things. So it's quite the weekend trip. So but some traveling mercies would be greatly appreciated if you would like to pray for those. And yeah, I'm excited that we got a chance to gather tonight. I did mention other the other challenges. So this month is craft fairs. So just book something. Next month is to stamp with someone. October is to post on your social media, your personal page, something. It could be a finished card. It could be you stamping with a friend. It could be your super cute haunted house that I hope you got one of. And then November, we're going to do a gratitude challenge. And then December, tell me how many holiday cards you sent. So make sure when you're sending holiday cards that you start to count them. And then we are still going to do the Christmas sampler swap in November. And we'll still do Secret Santa, of course, in December. So if you're looking forward to that, I'm keeping those 2 traditions. So Miss Terry, question?
Can you tell me how you got the plaid to be so colorful?
I
on
would be
your
happy
card?
to tell you how I got the plaid to be so colorful. So I stamped with Memento and then I used my blend markers and I just markered and I just was very, very consistent. So like I picked, I want this column. So I did green, 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 and then going this way, green, 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 and then purple, 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 purple. So I was just really consistent with my marker. And I went out the line a little bit here and there, but I mean, if you use the bullet end for sure, it's easy. So I saw a lot of people using the plaid on like crumb cake. But then adding the marker to it, I think just brings in extra color. And so then like you can really tie your project together. So for me, because we don't have a lot of fall DSP, like I'm gonna do this again, but with some fall colors. So some Cajun craze, some crushed curry, some maybe pecan pie, right? So I'm really hoping to like use the plaid, both the embossing folder and the stamp to bring in some more fall feel to my projects.
So is that the embossing folder or the stamp?
This is the stamp. I have not done the embossing folder yet, but I'm hoping I can ink up the embossing folder. I know I saw maybe Patty Bennett did white ink on the embossing folder, and then she did real red. Cardstock. And so it made like a white stripe on the real red cardstock. And I thought that was really cute. So I think there's definitely some opportunities to play a little bit with the embossing folder, but I think the stamp is going to be easier to get lots of different colors and lots of color combos.
Okay, I got the embossing folder, so now I have to double back and get the stamp. The stamp's in the annual catalog though, isn't it?
It is. Uh-huh.
All right, got it.
Yeah, the minute that I saw we weren't getting any fall, like good fall DSP, I was like, I'm gonna go get my stamp. I'm gonna get a plaid stamp and I'm gonna make myself some plaid
Smart,
DSP.
smart. Yeah.
Well, and I know the seniors, like this is something I can do at the senior center. They can do lines, like they can do this. And I think they'll think this is really cool to like make a card with this. And they love making Halloween cards. So this is definitely something that they can do, you know. My only
Well, it's
other
really, yeah, it's
yeah,
really pretty. I love that. So
yeah, I
I'll be
thought it was nice.
using it.
The playful ghosts are very thin line art, by the way. Like I was actually surprised at how thin the line was on the art itself. Like it's a very skinny, very light. And so I was like, do I need to re-ink my stamp? But I think it's just kind of how they designed it. So
I was
uh,
at we have an upscale paper. I'm gonna call it upscale. They're all upscale paper store in St. Louis, and I visited the other day, and they had an entire line from Austria. She's carrying two papers from Austria. They're really hot. They're heavier than our heavy card stock, believe it or not. Um, wouldn't want to pay that shipping and handling freight, but they are focusing on pink Halloween. Pink
Wow.
Halloween. So I'm
so
going to give you a heads up there. Pink Halloween is really big in that shop,
if
and
you
they're leading trends. And I'm looking at. I go, oh my God, that's Melissa. Melissa, you nailed it. Did you even know?
So I went to Michael's, and Michael's has a whole Halloween line right now that has all these ghosts with little flowers in their hair, like little daisies, and it's all pink, pink and orange, like like pumpkin pie and not melon mambo, maybe like petunia pop almost. I mean, it is like, Michael's just like it. I was like, whoa, and disco balls and ghosts. It's like hippie ghosts is what it looks like. It's hippie ghosts, disco 70s hippie ghosts. I don't know. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen. So I decided I wanted purple and green. Those are my happy colors for Halloween. But I did a little Highland Heather and was like, oh yes, look at me. Yeah, I might give the other color scheme a try and see what I can come up with because it was fun. It's neat. And I think that that's, like whenever I make a pink whenever I make a pink Christmas card, I always think of Candy, right? Because Candy always does a pink Christmas card, you know? So I love trying new color combos. Yeah, y'all have got to go check out this Michael's Halloween line. It's quite the explosion of fun. So it's very different than our haunted Halloween house. So which we will be getting more in stock. So just FYI. So
Yeah, I
but
got one. I did not have warm fuzzies opening it. Isn't that weird?
that's funny. Mary Ann's excited to make it. So I'm going to give her the hot glue gun and let her go to town and see how it goes. So I'm going to let her be my tester before I go take it to a class. I bought a bunch of them so I can do a class in the neighborhood. Everyone here in the neighborhood likes home decor. So that's like that. They're all in for that. So, but well, guys, appreciate you. And thanks for coming. I know things have been busy, but if you've got questions or concerns or comments or things you need in the meantime, let me know. Next month's paper pumpkin features not Halloween. It is watercolor imaged. There's a snail and a snail stamp. It's super cute. If you like snails and mushrooms and kind of foresty, fall foresty, motif. I do think there's some Cajun craze in there, which is good. There's also blue, which is interesting, and I'll be curious to see how that carries through. But yeah, so that is next month's paper pumpkin. And other than that, thanks, y'all. I will stop the recording.